Welcome fellow gamers, Freddy the Boss here. Today is Tuesday and it's time for the versus episode, and today I'm putting against each other the A91 versus the M4. But before I get down to business, guys, remember to hit that like button on that Facebook page, and if you're on the Xbox 360, join the Spartan Brotherhood on Battlelog with the Platoon on the Xbox 360. Also, I want to make an update for the channel. I'm not really addicted to Battlefield 4 as I was to Battlefield 3. I don't want to go back and play it again and again. I don't miss it. So there are gonna be some changes in the channel. I will be bringing back gaming news because there's hundreds and hundreds of subscribers on this channel because they subscribe for gaming news daily and weekly. And also I will bring back top 10 lists no matter what console, system, game or whatever. So stay tuned for that. Also I might bring some Titanfall, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be mainly FPS games, so we're not gonna stray aside for other types of games. So let's get down to business, guys, for today's versus episode. A91 versus the M4, really underused. Both of those weapons are really underused. 800 RPM for both of them. The velocity on those weapons is kind of different. On the A91 is really low at 420 meters per second, while on the M4 is 580, which is quite fast. So in general, the M4 is a weapon that it's a carbine designed for long range shots, and since they buffed it, it's quite easy to kill people in long distance with the M4, especially if you got an angle grip, a muzzle brake, and a 3.4 or 4 times scope. Now the A91 has the same damage pattern with the M4, the classic for the carbine category, 25 to 15.4. Now the reload times are quite different. The reload time on the M4 is just ridiculously low at 8.85 for the short one, 2.4 for the long one, where on the A91 it's quite different. Even the short one is slower than the M4's long one. So 2.7 seconds and 3.3 doesn't really matter, only a half a second of delay there for if you have an empty weapon. Let's go to recoil, which is quite important there. Now the recoil on those weapons is quite different, as you can see. The A91 is a weapon that recoils a lot to the left and right equally and not a lot upwards. It's a weapon that is designed for close quarter situations, so it doesn't really matter. That's why it has high recoil. I didn't have any problem killing people in locker, 1000 tickets on locker, and tell you the truth, I actually did way better with the A91 than I did with the M4 because the M4 is burst. That's the main problem. Now the M4, since it got buffed, it has a really low recoil, all-round recoil 0.28, 0.1 left, 0.4 right, and 2.5 for the first bullet recoil. Now this weapon, the M4, definitely needs an angled grip and a muzzle brake. And also, if you have a controller with trigger stops on, if you don't know what a trigger stop, go on the link in the description below on eBay and see the controllers that I got. Trigger stop is a really small screw that is applied on the trigger. It kind of makes the trigger more like a mouse click instead of an actual trigger pull. So you can burst weapons, you can spam pistols, you can shoot DMRs really fast, you can shoot pistols really fast, you can spam the M4 at fully 800 RPM hip fire while hip firing. Now let's move on to the ADS. As you can see, the A91 has a really good ADS while on the move because it's a mobile weapon, 0.675 aiming down the side accuracy while on the move, and that is strong side right there. It's a weapon that it will remain accurate. The bullet will go where the crosshair is, even if you full shoot 30 bullets at the same time. Where the M4 has that standard ADS and hip fire ADS and hip fire accuracy for all the carbines. In general, the A91 is a really mobile weapon. You can use the M4 if you have a laser sight, but it kinda gives away your position, so I wouldn't recommend that. Now, I love the A91, it's really good for locker. The M4 is good for locker too, but it's a weapon that you can go further more. But the biggest downside of the M4, obviously, is that it's burst. So if you don't have trigger stops, you have a trigger finger. If you're on the PC, M4 is freaking amazing. But if you don't have that and the ability to trigger spam, go for the A91 for close quarters situations. If you know how to use it, it's kinda difficult with a side-to-side recoil, but if you slap on a compensator and an angle grip on the A91, you can do those long range bursts and make it actually work. It's kinda difficult, you will get used to it. It's a weapon that is really underused along with the M4. Haven't seen a single video with those two guns. They're really underrated. I had a really amazing fun when I used them, especially on Operation Locker, Operation Metro maps that you can spam the hell out of everybody with 800 RPM, especially if if someone has a 1000 RPM, the A91 has better accuracy, so you might have a chance to actually kill him. It's not those weapons that the recoil makes it uncontrollable and the spread is all over the place, so you can't hit anybody in long range. So I don't want to drag this video for a long time, guys. Let me know what do you think in the comment section below and leave some suggestions for the next episode. Stay tuned for daily gaming news, a top 10 list every week. And as always, guys, stay bows. I'm out.